Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. If you are a warlord, a corrupt official, or a pirate king, you cannot put your money in a regular bank. The hegemony would track the credits and the tax collectors would find you. Instead, you go to the eye of the storm. Hidden deep within the Volt's nebula, a region of space filled with constant electrical surges and ion storms, sits the Vault of Silhouettes. It is a ghost bank. It has no physical address. It exists only as a collection of high-powered servers floating in a hollowed-out asteroid. The Vault of Silhouettes is built on the belief that no one can survive the nebula's electrical discharge. The bank is guarded by a lethal automated defense network that uses the nebula's own energy to vaporize intruders. Lyra Jax, the master thief known as the Cipher, sees the nebula not as a barrier but as a power source. Lyra approaches the Volt's nebula in the Midnight Sparrow. The ship is trembling under the intense magnetic pressure. Outside the canopy, the space is a chaotic mess of purple lightning and white clouds. Most pilots would be blinded, but Lyra is not using her eyes. She has connected her neural glass mask directly to the ship's external sensors. The fluid chrome surface of the mask is alive with jagged, neon cyan patterns. She is seeing the universe as a map of energy. She navigates the ship through the gaps in the electrical surges, moving like a needle through a haystack. She finds the vault. The asteroid is a jagged piece of black rock, anchored in the center of a permanent lightning storm. Lyra uses the Midnight Sparrow's magnetic anchors to latch onto the asteroid's dark side. She exits the ship wearing a specialized insulation suit designed to handle millions of volts. Her mask is the only light in the dark, its shifting cyan patterns glowing with the intensity of the storm. She doesn't use a door to get inside. The bank is a sealed environment. Instead, she finds one of the massive cooling vents. She uses a localized EMP burst to pause the fans for exactly 3 seconds. She slips through the blades before they spin back to life. Inside, the Vault of Silhouettes is silent and cold. The walls are lined with server towers that hum with the sound of billions of illegal credits. This is the accumulated wealth of 1,000 crimes. It is the gold of the galaxy's most brutal men. Lyra reaches the central pedestal. This is the heart of the Ghost Bank. It is protected by a quantum encryption layer that changes its code every microsecond. To hack it, you would need a supercomputer. Or you would need to be a cipher. Lyra places her hands on the pedestal. The patterns on her mask explode into a frantic dance of light. Neon cyan and electric blue lines race across the chrome surface. She is not just typing, she is syncing her brain with the bank's architecture. The security system detects her. A voice booms through the chamber. Unauthorized access. Security droids deployed. 4 heavy combat droids emerge from the floor. They are equipped with plasma cannons. They do not ask questions. Lyra does not move. She does not take her hands off the pedestal. She cannot break the connection or she will be locked out forever. She uses her mask's interface to hack the droids' targeting systems. Instead of seeing a thief, the droids see each other as targets. They turn their cannons on one another and begin to fire. The room is filled with the roar of plasma and the sound of metal tearing, but Lyra stays focused on the code. Almost there, she whispers. The final firewall breaks. Lyra does not steal the credits for herself. She doesn't have a personal bank account. She initiates the redistribution protocol. She targets every credit in the vault and divides the sum by the number of refugees currently living in the rim systems. In an instant, billions of credits are drained from the accounts of the warlords and redirected to the digital wallets of the poor, the displaced, and the starving. Across the galaxy, millions of people look at their handheld devices. They see a notification of a massive deposit. They see a single violet icon, a stylized cipher. Lyra pulls her hands away. The cyan patterns on her mask fade back to a calm, mirrored black. The droids around her are piles of smoking scrap. She makes her way back to the Midnight Sparrow. As she detaches from the asteroid, she looks at the nebula. The lightning storms seem less violent now, as if the heavy weight of the stolen gold had been a burden even to the stars. The warlords will be furious. They will send their hunters to find the ghost who emptied their vaults. But they are looking for a thief, and Lyra Jax is something much more dangerous. She is a reminder that in a galaxy of shadows, the truth can still find its way into the light. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. If you hide it in the dark, the ghost will find it. If you enjoyed this high-voltage heist, hit that like button. Comment below. If you woke up with 1,000,000 credits from a ghost bank, what is the first thing you would buy? Subscribe for the next heist, The Orphan's Shield. The Midnight Sparrow is back in the black. The vault is empty.